Are you looking for the best mirrorless cameras? In this video we will look at some of the best mirrorless cameras on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. At number 1. Sony Alpha A6100. The Sony Alpha 6100 is an entry-level APS-C mirrorless camera. While it's one of the older cameras still available, its 24MP sensor, touchscreen for easy focus placement and Sony's excellent autofocus tracking, which especially excels at focusing on people and pets, still make it excellent value for its price. It's happiest if you prefer to point and shoot in an auto mode. The wide range of lenses available for it give you somewhere to grow if you find yourself catching the photography bug, and if you shop smart, you can get the body and a lens for around $1,000, though we'd recommend staying away from Sony's default 16 to 50mm f3.5-5.62 kit option. The A6100 is the most basic model in the A6000 series and doesn't feel quite as robust as its step-up siblings. It offers a lower resolution electronic viewfinder and twin control dials that are both thumb-operated. Its touchscreen flips upward 180 degrees for easy selfie framing and vlogging. Sony's autofocus system has been trained to recognize people and pets as subjects, and will follow them flawlessly throughout the frame. Coupled with the ability to touch the screen to place a focus point, it's a system that will serve beginner users very well, whatever they're shooting. Number 2. Nikon Z50 II. The Nikon Z50 II is an entry-level APS-C mirrorless camera, built around a 21MP CMOS sensor. It features Nikon's 3D tracking autofocus system and can recognize 9 subject types. It represents a step up over the A6100, offering similarly powerful autofocus, though with more autofocus subject recognition types, and much more welcoming controls for when you want to be more involved in the photo-taking process. Nikon places some restrictions on what lenses third parties can make, but there are increasingly more sensible options. If the ones you want are available for it, the Z50 II is the best option at this price point. It has a solid grip, twin top-plate control dials, and a wide variety of customizable buttons, including one that, by default, controls color mode. Focusing is handled using the touchscreen or 4-way controller. Autofocus is very good, with subject detection being especially good. However, human detection doesn't seem as sticky, and 3D tracking isn't as dependable as on Nikon's higher-end models. Otherwise, the camera is snappy and can even do 30 frames per second pre-capture, though it's JPEG only. Number 3. Nikon Z5 II. The Nikon Z5 II is a full-frame mirrorless camera built around a 24MP BSI CMOS sensor. Don't be scared by the value part of this pick. The Z5 II doesn't feel cheap, and there aren't obvious features cut for cost. In fact, we suspect most photographers would struggle to push its limits, and unless you must absolutely have faster or higher resolution shooting or top-end video, it's hard to argue that most people truly need anything better. The Z5 II is a solid camera with a deep grip and plenty of customizable buttons. It's comfortable to use, even for long sessions using a relatively large lens. The autofocus is very good, especially in subject recognition modes. It's not quite as dependable at recognizing people in low light, but it's very competitive and light years better than even higher-end cameras from just a few years ago. Video quality is good, though with a decent amount of rolling shutter, and it offers advanced options like log, HLG HDR, and NRAW capture. Autofocus isn't as dependable as it is in stills. Number 4. Nikon Z6 III. The Nikon Z6 III is Nikon's third-generation full-frame enthusiast mirrorless camera, with a partially stacked 25MP CMOS sensor. The Nikon Z6 III is a significant step up for the Z6 series, and is a very capable camera for both stills and video. Its main benefit over less expensive models are its sensor readout speeds, and, therefore, rolling shutter performance in video, which are among the best in its category. The Z6 III has an ample grip and easy-to-use control scheme. Nikon's menus and touchscreen layout are also well refined, but the camera lacks the company's traditional AF mode button or front corner switch. Autofocus is generally reliable, and the camera includes Nikon's 3D tracking system and plenty of subject recognition modes. It can shoot 20 RAWs per second, or 60 frames per second in JPEG mode. The Z6 III shoots many video formats, including RAW, and has dependable subject tracking autofocus and a waveform display. Its 4K and 5.4K modes produce excellent detail, even in 60p, and its rolling shutter performance is outstanding. Image quality is very good, with lots of detail and acceptable amounts of noise. There is a recognizable dynamic range trade-off for that speed, but it's only noticeable in extreme situations. Number 5. Canon EOS R5. Autofocus is generally reliable, and the camera includes Nikon's 3D tracking system and plenty of subject recognition modes. It can shoot 20 RAWs per second, or 60 frames per second in JPEG mode. The Z6 III shoots many video formats, including RAW, and has dependable subject tracking autofocus and a waveform display. Its 4K and 5.4K modes produce excellent detail, even in 60p, and its rolling shutter performance is outstanding. Image quality is very good, with lots of detail and acceptable amounts of noise. There is a recognizable dynamic range trade-off for that speed, but it's only noticeable in extreme situations. The grip is very well shaped and proportioned, and the controls are all well placed and comfortable to use for extended periods. Eye control for autofocus is excellent when it works, which isn't always. The EOS R5 II has excellent tracking and subject tracking autofocus performance. The subject detection is effective without getting in your way. It can shoot RAWs at up to an extremely rapid 30 frames per second. It has plenty of video options up to RAW 8K/60p, offering high levels of detail, though it can overheat when shooting in its most impressive modes. Its rolling shutter rates are generally quite good. The 45MP RAWs are highly detailed, and the JPEG sharpening and noise reduction are sensible. It can't quite match higher resolution cameras like the A7 or V, but performs well in its own right.